What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What is going on, y'all? So, I don't know what that was, but it was something. Anyway, so how you guys doing? Me, well, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? You know, the weather is kind of crazy outside. It's a little cool out. It's like 60 something degrees, okay? Like it's been going between 64 and 66 degrees this whole time. Which is really crazy because on the weekend it's supposed to get up to 90 something to 100 like it was a couple of weekends ago. Girl, ain't nobody got time for this. I'm ready for fall to come. Truth be told, I am ready to put my hoodie on, y'all. Y'all know hoodie weather is my weather. It could stay like that all year round. I wouldn't feel no ways about it. Anyway, I hope everybody has been doing well. If you haven't saw it, I did do a separate video on the Erica Mena and Spice situation that happened. I haven't even looked at the comments yet or whatever, but I just put it up while I was at work. It was on my mind so bad. It was on my mind so bad because I just couldn't believe that we are still doing stupid mess like that in 2023 on TV. And it's just the things that people are doing, the things that people are allowing themselves to allowing themselves to say on public TV just to get attention, to get rated. I don't know what it was, but you know, people are crazy. People true colors show through, and it's just really ridiculous. But hey, it is what it is at this point. What's been going on, we gonna get into it. I was thinking about doing a whole nother video for the Candy situation, but when I had remembered it was time for me to go down back to my job on the desk. But I was gonna speak on that, and I'm about to speak on that right now. First of all, can we do they know what's going on with Mitch McConnell? Like, it's not fun. It's not funny. It's really not. That man can literally be standing up there stroking out and having little semi-mild seizures and stuff and having mini strokes or whatever. Or he could just be blanking and freezing and glitching. That girl, I asked him, I said, see, I was on one of them blogs, Instagrams, and I said, well, shoot, if they call Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, what we finna call Mitch McConnell? Baby, they said Glitch McConnell. Okay, they said Itch McConnell. I said, you know what? I shouldn't have asked the question because y'all are crazy. But at the same time, he was freezing. Dustin Ross said that man was on froze. Like he was malfunctioning. And you know what? We got to take our feelings out of it. Just because we don't agree with people, you know, something is terribly wrong. Because this is the second time. Two times in a row that we, the people, meaning me, that think this man's get ready to speak, he glitched up and he froze like this. I mean, that man was looking at us and he was just saying, they was like, Mitch, how you feel about, are you gonna, you know, put your, run for another term? You're gonna try to defend your term? I said, excuse me, this man is 81 years old and you want him to run for another term, and this man then froze up the last time we done saw him, and as soon as y'all asked that question, that man said, and he looked so creepy, okay? I said, please, where is his caretaker? That lady came over there and said, come on, Mitch, we're gonna sit down. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm not gonna ask him. He couldn't even move. I said the body locked up. I said, is that the arthritis? Girl, I'm really concerned because it's like we literally watching somebody melt down inside their head and probably can't even say nothing, like he's literally locking up. It ain't funny. It ain't funny, you know. But at the same time, it's like, why do they keep on letting this man? At this point, it needs to be an age limit. It needs to be an age limit. I am so tired. It needs to be an age limit on all of these people that be up in Congress. You got till this age to be up here doing what you're doing, okay? Because at this point, I don't understand why we got 80 plus people in 80 plus year old people up in the office. let's be real. And this ain't no ageism type of things. This is just being logical. This is being reasonable. Okay, like it's too much stress. It's too much stress on them. Okay, like let somebody that has a young, refreshed ability, that's more in tune and in touch with the times, let them be, you know, up in the office and do what they got to do, because this is embarrassing and it's very concerning. It is very concerning. I'm gonna tell y'all the story. I don't know, did I ever tell y'all about the time my granddaddy had to go to the hospital because he was having many strokes and he did not even know it? He had been having many strokes for days and did not know it until it came down to, girl, one time, I don't know what happened that triggered that. My grandma got scared and said, we're going to have to take you to the hospital. And then they found out that he had been having many strokes for a while. I said, see, Mitch McConnell, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but get that man some help. Get that man some help. Put him in a retirement home, nursing home, get him a caretaker or whatever. You know, get him a catheter. I don't know what you need. Baby, he looked like... Y'all ever see, and I know y'all have, y'all seen the X-Men movie, the original, when they had that senator on there trying to take down the mutants, okay? Trying to make it seem like, you know, they was the bad people and all that stuff. And then Mystique came up in there, and then they had changed him, and that motherfucker had turned into, like, goo. Okay, he had melted. That is what Mitch McConnell is looking like, and I feel some type of way. Like, is this art imitating life or life imitating art? Is he about to just turn into a puddle of mush? What is happening? This is not right. This is not right. Anyway, let's move on, because I feel like I'm going into a territory that I don't need to. But anyway, let's go into this. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. You know, a couple of days, is it today or yesterday or was it Wednesday? Well, today is Wednesday. Was it Monday night or Tuesday? Girl, either way, I think it was either, girl, it don't matter. It was late at night, early morning, and lovebscott.com put out a post, literally, and I knew this was one of those things where they wanted to be the first one to post it. They always do that. They always do that. I have a like-dislike relationship with them. Like, I don't know. I just feel some type of way about a person who always have to toot their own horn instead of just letting the things that they do speak for themselves. And it's not that people are not really giving them credit. It's just that they make it known each and every time. I did this first. I did that first. I got this first. I did this, and they give me this, and they give me that, and that. If you listen to, I'm sorry, no shade. If you listen to a B Sky podcast, that's why I had to cool out on it, because it literally was nothing but them talking about themselves, all right, and about what they did first and how they did this and how they made a mark on. Girl, we know you just said it multiple times, and then they're one of those people that we do turn to as a somewhat reputable source, and I say somewhat because sometimes they do have some misses on their sites or whatever, but you know, we are hip to the game when people are trying to be the first one and they make sure that they have the breaking news or the exclusive. You know, try to make it say that The Real Housewives of Atlanta is getting a reboot, allegedly. They put this out probably either last night or Monday night, early Tuesday. Either way, it was a couple of days ago. They put this out, and basically saying that they're gonna get rid of the whole cast, probably get some new faces in, probably bring in some of the old cast members, a couple of old cast members, but have them on like friends of the show, demote them or whatever, and get some fresh blood in it or whatever. Because of how bad and negatively the season has been perceived this year. Here's my thing. With the negative stuff, and if you go back and you listen to the way that B Sky has been talking about Bravo, NBC, and all that, and it's kind of like a little bit of bad blood right about now with them a little bit from what I've gathered. And even if you listen to when they were on the Breakfast Club guest hosting that time, and it just sounds, I don't know if I 100% trust this. I'm one of the type of people that's just going to wait and see. When Bravo announces that a reboot is coming, fine. I'm not going to hold my breath and say that it's coming because it may or may not come. At this point in time, I don't even know if it really makes sense to do a reboot. And if you're going to throw it on and say, because I read the article and it was talking about how, you know, the people at Bravo, the executives or whatever, they're okay and they're very much happy and pleased with the reboot of Real Housewives of New York. And I'm sitting here like, I don't think so, because if that's the case, they're going off of that, maybe that first 2 weeks that it was on. And yeah, that first week they had like over 1 million ratings, views, or whatever, because it was very much new. Excuse me. The controversy that the Real Housewives of New York has been going through since its last season, before the reboot, that did not even get a reunion. You know, the accusations of racism, the accusations of a lot of stuff that was going on, and the investigation of this, the investigation of that. They just put everything on hold. It was getting old. It was getting stale. People were kind of tired, but then people, it was 50-50. Some people were tired of seeing the old same cronies get up there doing this and saying that it's not a true representation of New York. And then some people, they want to stay true to the franchise and true to the originals. You know what I'm saying? So it was a toss-up. And so they still went on ahead and they did the reboot. They was going to do the Real Housewives of New York Legacy. That didn't pan out, but they was able to do this reboot. And I will say this. The reboot is cute for what it is. I do hope that they get a new season, because they have not fully come into their own yet, because this is the very first season. They're trying to put their foot down, and I'm giving them a little bit of grace. I'm just watching it to watch it. I don't have that much to say. I will say this. Brian, what's her name? Bryn, she getting on my nerves a little bit, because everything about her is sexual. Everything about her is sexual. Start a conversation is sexual. It's getting tired. Now, if you would have did the jerk and be flirtatious or whatever a couple of times, that's cool. But every time we see you, you have to do this. You are making that your personality, and I need you to stop it. I need you to do something else, okay? But other than that, truly ain't really nothing happened on it yet. So, you know, because we still just getting to know these girls. But it's not really that many people tuning in. More people are still tuning in to the Real Housewives of Atlanta than it is to that. So I don't know if you would necessarily call that an actual rating success, but in a sense that this is something new, I guess we can keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to, you know, they got to get their footings, okay? I guess they wasn't expecting millions of people to watch the whole season, and it hasn't. It has decreased a lot, more than half, okay? Not even, you know, they said that the finale for the Real Housewives of Atlanta only got like close to 800,000 people. That's what they've been getting this whole season. That's what they've been getting this whole season. So I don't know why people are surprised. I don't necessarily call that, like, in my opinion, I don't call the ratings that bad. When they get to like 500,000 and less, then that's bad. But if they like 700,000 and up, that's fine, because again, this is the 15th season of a show that's been on and been through changes. Reality TV been through changes. We got streaming. You got multiple ways to watch things or whatever. Some people have fallen out of love with it because they are tired of reality TV, tired of the people, tired of the same antics, you know. And again, as I said, and as we all been seeing, every freaking reality show these days, especially since post-COVID, post the pandemic, they have been decreasing in viewership. People are kind of over it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not real anymore. And so that plays a part. Now, you want to reboot the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I read in there, they said that they was having a little issue because they haven't found anybody famous enough to be on the show. Why do we need somebody famous? When the girls first started on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, when the girls started on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when they started on OC, when they started on New Jersey, when they started on New York, nobody knew these people. They had money, they had status or whatever in their circle, in their city or whatever, but on a national scale, they were not famous. So why do we need new famous people? We don't need famous people. Get some people that got some status, I guess. You know what I'm saying? A variety of people. You know, sometimes it's okay to go back to the drawing board and go back to the beginning and the essence of a show. You know, even and modernize it. You know what I'm saying? All these reality shows have kind of veered off course. They have all veered off course, okay? And I don't know for a franchise like The Real Housewives of Atlanta if a reboot will work. I don't know because the fans are very much fickle. The viewers are very much fickle. They would be the ones that say they want to reboot, they need new casting, take this person off, take this person off, add this person, and then if you do it, they're going to find some issue with that. You really can't please anybody. But at this point, something does need to happen. They talking about everybody's out. I said, well, what truly needs to be out as well as the production. Whoever casting these people, whoever doing the editing, whoever putting these scenes together, because y'all did, that was so terrible. That season, this past season was terrible in that front alone. We can put to the side the fake storylines and all that stuff. People being protected, people being allowed to manufacture storylines, the editing just chopped up and screwed and everything. And I'm just like, what is going on? And I was seeing it throughout the season, but baby, and I didn't really say much about it. But that finale, I saw that mess and I said, what is happening? This stuff seems so out of place. It makes no sense. Yeah, everybody just, to be honest, I would not even be mad if they just, and they said they're not looking to bring back, this is what the article say, according to lovebscott.com. They're not looking to bring back old people, which is fine with me because I don't want to see them old people. They ain't got nothing going on. I do not care to see about a Kim Zolciak and her divorce and all of that stuff. Baby, it's playing out in social media and on the blogs. We don't care. Okay, I don't care to see that. That's not interesting. She has nothing else going on. We've already seen a white woman melt down and lose most of her stuff and then gain it back by looking at The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with Erica Jane. I don't need a repeat. Okay, I really don't need a repeat. You know, been there, done that, seen that. Okay, can we move on from it? Phaedra is never coming back. Phaedra is boring as hell. All right, let's just be real with it. Y'all can like Phaedra all you want. I have no real qualms about her. Listen, I take her or leave her. But I'm not finna be up here and be like, oh, she needed. She gives nothing. She gives absolutely nothing. Okay? She was on The Real Housewives. What it was, the Real Girls Trip, Ultimate Girls Trip, when they was out there at Dorinda's house or whatever. She barely said anything. She barely said anything. And when they was trying to get her to open up, she shut it down. She shut it down. And I'm just sitting here like, so what are you here for? Just to play atmosphere? Just to play atmosphere? Even Heavenly, because she's going to be on the Married to Medicine this season, she said she had to coast to do something. Get her involved. Not to just be there, but to be involved. And she was just being messy over there. Girl, I don't get it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how true this is because then, you know, the reps for Bravo or whoever, they saying that they basically haven't even put anything together or, you know, made it official that this is what they're going to do. And that could be code for, yeah, somebody done spilled the tea and we're just trying to save our butts, but we're going to eventually come out and say that. That could happen, but they can also be saying, no, this is not going to happen. I don't know where you got this information from, but who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. I don't care who goes. I am not one of those people that is like, oh my God, this person needs to stay, this person needs to stay. If Kandi goes, Kandi goes. If Kenya goes, Kenya goes. Sheree, she really can go. Ain't nobody cried over Sheree leaving, okay? Because Sheree has brought absolutely nothing. I just don't understand how you that, oh Lord, to know that your husband at the time had a whole baby on you and you didn't know nothing about it, and that girl damn near 30 years old, baby. Anyway, okay, with this fake stuff with Martell, the storyline with Martell and him. Martell and her didn't even, that fizzled. I don't know what they thought that was going to do, if it was used as a tactic to boast him up on Loving Hip Hop, not Loving Hip Hop, but Loving Marriage? It did it. Or was it to make her look like she had a storyline on Real Housewives? It did it. When I tell you it fell flat, just like the Tyrone getting out of jail fell flat. Left her right there on the sidewalk looking like this. I said, girl, get your ass up. Get up. You let that jailbird leave you on the sidewalk like that. That was the best thing Sheree has given us in a long time. But yes, Drew can go where her line is. I don't care if she coming back or she do. It ain't gonna faze me. Like, that's the thing. These shows, back in the day, we used to have reality shows and shows or whatever where people literally became attached to the characters and to the people that was on there, that they actually cared that they came and went. Nowadays, for me personally, I really don't care. Like, there is no attachment or nothing. Like, it won't do nothing to me. I'd be like, oh, too bad, you know, and life goes on. You know, that's just how it is. I can't get that too deep. But, you know, it's so many mixed reports at this point. Is it happening? Is it not? People trying to cover their ass. What do you feel needs to happen? But since we still talking about this, let's go ahead and talk about the Kandi situation. For those of you that don't watch or who watch Real Housewives of Atlanta but don't watch to speak on it or don't know about Kandi Speak on It, Kandi has this platform on her channel, her YouTube channel, and it is, like as she says, a little talk show where after each show she has somebody comes on. Sometimes it's a special guest that's either from the show or, you know, what I've been seeing recently, she has some of the YouTubers come on there. She has some bloggers on there. She has some other people from other things come on there. She has some other cast members from Real Housewives come on there. Cool. She made it so, and I'm putting this out here because this is a point that everybody want to put out, because she has said, and she, if you have been watching Speak on It, she has made it known that she invites everybody from the show, whether she mess with them or not, to come on, say they part, and, you know, do what you got to do, and we gonna wrap it up from there. So, somebody is cooking something good. It smell like green onions and some, it smell like bell pepper, some onions, and some mushrooms. Wow, like it is strong, but it is so, and a little bit of garlic. Wow, okay. Anyway, maybe I'm just hungry. Either way, it smells good. But no, she allowed people to come on her show, right? And so I'm bringing that part up because people got up in their feelings when we found out, or we saw prior to the releasing of the episode for the finale of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, because, of course, she gets the episodes in advance. That's how she's able to do her Speak on It, and how it's able to be up right after the show goes off, right? Okay. She put a preview up, and it was Courtney. Courtney Rose was on there, and I said, oh, okay, I won't be watching this. I had no interest in it, okay? First of all, the finale gave nothing. Second of all, this is a person that I truly don't care for, truly don't like. And if they come back, fine. If they don't, great. You know what I'm saying? And so when I saw that, I said, huh, that's interesting. But then I had to keep on in mind that, you know, she invites everybody on. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not watching it. I'm going to just move on with my life, you know? And so then after seeing the finale of the episode of the season, and then to hear the things that Courtney said at the very end on that hot mic about the reason why Drew wanted Ralph to sign those adoption papers for her son so that she can go out there with her gay lover. And the way that she said gay lover, and I didn't even mention this in the video for the review, she said it in a way that was like it's a bad thing, or it's kind of derogatory or whatever. And I hate when people do that, and that has been a constant in this show, in this franchise, you know. And the way that she was saying it, I said, first of all, why are you talking and bringing up somebody's child, somebody's situation like that, you wasn't even there. You wasn't even around for this. So why are you speaking on stuff that you know absolutely nothing about? Because at this point, you're sounding like a fan that watched last season or watched the other season the first season when Drew was on there and they was talking about the adoption, because last season was when we found out that he wasn't going to adopt, all of that stuff. And then I realized, no, Ralph is telling her a lot of shit. So then we get to the speak on it, and I said, so after all of that, and the way that she was acting, we still gonna air this speak on it? We still gonna air this and you gonna be cool with it? And it's like, Kandi, you sat there and you saw the episode, I'm pretty sure, before you did this interview with her. And you heard what she said. And I don't even believe in the interview that you actually spoke on the fact that she said that about, the reason why she wanted Ralph to adopt the kid was for this and for that. You didn't even speak on that. You didn't bring that up. That's for one, and I do notice that and remember that. So that was messed up. And this is me being real. Y'all know I do like Kandi. I do like Kandi. But even if I like you, I'm going to have to call you out on your mess. I'm going to have to call you out. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And this is one of those situations where you should have made a better judgment. Because next thing I know, it's a lot of controversy that's going on Twitter saying that, Kandi took the speak on it down because a lot of people I said damn, because people didn't want to watch it because they was confused as to why she did this with Courtney, and then the fact that, Courtney keep on going in on Kenya. Any opportunity she gets, she's going to go in on Kenya. And I was just like, that's kind of weird and that's kind of weak if you ask me. If you did it and you did the interview, stand doing it. You promoted it and all this stuff, stand doing it, keep it up. It's too late to take it down. People already know. What are you doing? Girl, they said that ain't the reason why she took it down. They took it down because it was something that was being said up in there where they was making light and kind of fun of mental illness. And I said, excuse me? So then all of a sudden, the video goes back up. And then people started watching it again, and people said, oh, so you took it down to edit out the mental illness stuff that was being said that y'all was talking about, because people was going in when it was being live, because there was a premiere, and people was going in the chat, right? Okay. And so you took it down, and then you put it back up. Now, see, if you took it down, you should have kept it down. You should have kept it down, because people already know now. This is social media, especially Twitter. The word spreads real quick. Drama spreads real quick. So you should have stood in it. If you're going to take it down, keep it down. If you was going to put it back up, you should have just kept it up in the first place. And you should have just stood on what you said and what you allowed to be put up in there. Now, I'm surprised Jamie allowed that to be edited into that, and she didn't take that out. I'm surprised that nobody shut it down and said, ho, 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 we don't need to say that. Because I was disgusted. And some people can say, oh, it wasn't that big of a deal. To people who are dealing with mental health issues, it is a big deal. And it's a lot of us that's out here dealing with that. So if you didn't see it, shout out to Jaylee's Corner. She has the actual 6-minute clip that was edited out of the original video. And basically, they bring up Allison, who is Drew's sister, and her mental health. And Kandi did say, I did tell Drew that I really did not believe you when you said that Allison had, mental health issues or whatever. I thought you was using it for a storyline. The fact that you would just say that to a person, I don't care if you told Drew that felt some type, that made me feel away. Because as much as a fake, not even gonna say fake, as much as a liar Drew can be, I don't think she would go that far to lie about a mental health illness like that, given how people will find stuff. These internet sleuths will find stuff, okay? They're crazy. I don't think she would go that far to do something like that. And I don't think, and looking at her sister, I know her sister loved Drew to death, but I just don't get that I'm going to go along with something like that as well. Because if that's the case, the sister could have stayed off the show, But then for Courtney to chime in, and the way that she was mentioning this, the mental illness, she mentioned it with such disdain. And then she's like, I didn't think that she really was mental ill because, first of all, it's like, it didn't look like it. And they was both saying it like, mental illnesses do not have a look. Are you paying attention to at y'all big age? And then Courtney, you said you was a goddamn crisis manager. And then what I cannot stand is when people, especially women, because this is exactly what Courtney did. She got up on that damn thing and she says, you know, because I'm here for women and, you know, empowering women. You're here for empowering women, but yet you sat here and you dogged out two of the women that was on the show. And one of them for no real reason other than the fact that you most likely and possibly could be doing her husband. That's just what it is, okay? And I just don't understand, why would you lie like that? And then you're making light to speak on mental health issues as if it's a disdain and it's a that's how she was saying it. I was just really, really confused as to where all of this is coming from. And then to say as if, you know, she ain't look mental ill, and, you know, if she did have a mental illness, why is she drinking this and drinking that? Who said mental ill people can't have alcohol? And if you actually paid attention to the season, because you did say that you watched the other season, that's why your ass is on here. Allison had anxiety, and I think she had like depression or something like that. I also have anxiety. I have depression. I take me a drink every now and then too. It ain't to self-medicate nothing. I just take a drink just a drink. And I'm not an alcoholic or anything. I don't even drink often these days. So what are you trying to say? You look at me, you can't tell that I have some... Girl, I used to get on this camera, and I tell y'all that all the time. I used to get on this camera, and I'd be so mentally messed up. But on the camera, you couldn't really see that. Or at least I try to put it as if I didn't have anything going on. Mental health issues, most of them do not have a freaking look. You can't do that. And to say that at y'all big age, it was just really just, and then to get up there and she's talking so much about, well, Ralph this and Ralph that. And you know what? Ralph was taking up for me because I was more of a friend to him than Drew has been in the past few years of her marriage. I said, excuse me? Excuse me? The way that she gloated for somebody that's supposed to be about women, empowerment, and being for the women, you up here bragging about the fact that you're close to somebody that you lied and said was your cousin. Then you said was your cousin-in-law. Then said that a best friend was his cousin. And that's how, baby, you couldn't get your story straight. You're not related. You're not related, okay? So let's stop it there. You know what I'm saying? Then you bring up the situation with Tampa. Oh, she made me mad when she said, you know, and he told me about the Tampa situation. And you know what? I'm not going to say exactly what he said, but I believe him. What? What? Tampa was 2 years ago? So you just came into the picture 6 months ago, allegedly, to film this show, and y'all just ran into each other, allegedly, and he's comfortable enough to tell you all of the stuff that is going on in his relationship with his wife of how many years? Baby, it's not adding up for me. The math is not mathing, and you are a disgusting ass person to be sitting on somebody else's platform gloating about this shit. And Candy, I don't know what the hell you was thinking. This was not a good look. This was not a good look. Because even though you probably didn't say that much about the mental, you didn't shut it down. You engaged into it. Because I would have said, we're not finna talk about that. We're not finna do that, okay? What we're not gonna do is that. And then you get on your Amazon Live and you basically making it seem like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. And why are people making it seem like it's just... No, girl. You don't get it either. This is a big deal. This is a big mixed up. Girl, I just can't. I can't. See, you know what? Here's the thing with me. I be wanting sometimes, and I feel like a lot of people do, you know, because they admire certain people from afar or whatever. And it gets to certain people, like you like certain people. Sometimes you have that feeling like, ooh, if I could be their friend or whatever. Woo, woo, woo. I be wanting to have a connection with maybe a certain type of celebrity or whatever, or person of stature and all that stuff. And in my mind, I want the connection because I actually just want to be friends. I don't want nothing from them, okay? Like, I don't look for handouts or nothing like that. When I was cool with the person that I was cool with back in the day, I didn't want nothing from them. I never asked them for anything. And if they gave me something for free, it was because they did it on their own. And it really wasn't nothing but free tickets to their show. Mind you, I already paid for it. And I still went on ahead and paid for the tickets. Because the tickets didn't cost much. So I don't need you to give me a free tickets. I'm here to show you that, you know, I'm here to support you. So I'm okay with paying. I don't ask for people. I don't ask people for handouts. I don't ask people to help me with this, help me with that. I want to put that work in. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's just like, do you really want to be cool with people like that? Because it's like you be cool with people and then they can't take it when you try to not 100% on their side. And it's like, girl. And then they be doing stuff like they do so good and then come to find out they do some dumb shit and then they don't even know how to get up out of it. They make it worse. I just can't. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. It's a lot. It's crazy. Speaking of dumb stuff, you want to know who I never want to be cool with? Nobody on the Love and Hip Hop anything, okay? I know I just got through talking about, no, I did not in this video, but I mentioned it slightly. But in that other video, the Erica Mena shit, them at the club, and she want to say that her and Zell was play fighting with each other, and the security got confused and still wouldn't let up and was trying to break up stuff and tell them to get out, and then she fighting them, and then Zell had to come through to help her because they was on her and all this stuff, and then Bambi up in it, and it was just stupid. I'm gonna just say this, it was stupid. The smartest person was freaking Santana, because he's the only person that they got something to lose. And truth be told, Bambi, you got something to lose too, because that man, y'all literally in the midst of a divorce. I'm pretty sure the divorce is over with, but y'all probably still in the midst of some custody stuff, okay? And he can take your kids. Granted, I don't feel like Scrappy want them kids like that on a full-time basis, but he could in a vindictive way if he get Mama D up in his ear. And Mama D, for you to come out and say what you said at first and then to do a whole 180 and say, Erica, don't get Bambi locked up. She love her kids. Scrappy love her kids. You know, them kids need her. But you literally, as soon as the news came out about them getting arrested, you literally got up there in that home that with them wood panel walls from the 1970s. Okay? You literally was just going in and you was gloating. You was happy about it. You was happy about, oh, she lying about her age and she did talk about something. She's 37, you know, this and da. And now, all of a sudden, the other video that you put up, now, Erica, you don't need to be around her getting Bambi locked up or whatever because she love them kids. She needs them kids. And, you know, one thing I say about her, she is a good mother. What? Baby, it wasn't even 24 hours of a difference. And I'm sitting here like, girl, I ain't forget. At the end of the day, you do not need a friend like Erica Mena in your circle. At least I don't. Because I cannot. I'm grown. And then gonna throw out there, I'm pregnant. You pregnant, but you drunk in the club. And don't say that you wasn't drunk. But then again, these days, motherfuckers be drinking and smoking and all that stuff. Y'all seen that mess that was with Krishan. Girl, pray for that baby. Pray for that baby. Because it's some weirdos out here. I don't know. And y'all be hyping these people up. Blueface Mama is a weirdo. Boosie is a fucking weirdo with his kid. He put out a whole diss song just because his girl. I would never. And thank God my mama got sense. Ugh, Jesus Christ. But yeah. But can we just get into the fact that Zell, Swag, and Saucy Santana are really together? How is that? When the last time we saw Zell, he couldn't even admit that, you know, he had a problem with people being so feminine and all that stuff, dudes being feminine and everything. Y'all remember how he was acting on Family Vacation, Love and Hip Hop? Girl, when Jonathan was on there, I said, what in the world? How did this? I don't, because sometimes I be thinking, who, y'all versing? Let me shut up. Moving on from that. Miguel, Miguel. Let me tell you something. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. I understand that, you know, we got this, I guess it's like art imitating life, or, you know, using our bodies as art. You know, that seems like to be the theme And I get it. I get it. You want to do some out the box stuff. But sometimes we just need to let stuff stay in the box. Because sometimes your public just ain't ready for it, okay? Now, Baby Boy got some music finna come out. He has a new album about to come out. It's called Viscera. Viscera, baby. However you want to pronounce it, that's what he got coming out. This man had us talking because he did a show where he was suspended in the air with hooks in his back. Now let me let you know. I didn't sing this before, but with professionals who always do this or whatever, and it always just makes me cringe a little bit because to see the skin of your body just being pulled, and it always makes me think, you're like, wow, the skin is really the largest organ on your body, and at this point I feel like it's the strongest to hold your body weight like that. And then I be thinking, like, when they be suspended up there in air doing what they be doing with them hooks in their back, damn, your back about to rip and you gonna fall to your death. That's what I be thinking. I be thinking, and I be so scared, and I be worried, and I be sitting there like, what's the point? And then he was like, what is your relationship to pain? I don't like it. Sir, what in the S&M bondage, girl, sadomasochist type of stuff is going on? Girl, I'm into a lot of stuff, and I'm willing to try some things, but that is not one. That is not one, and never would. First of all, girl, you ain't sticking nothing in me. First of all, I'm too big, okay? The string probably a pop, and I definitely probably a rip my back, okay? But we not doing that. We not doing that. I don't. And then you want to show the t-shirt with the blood and your back. Baby, you got holes in your back and you want to show us, and you singing, that's cute or whatever, that you was able to resist all that pain while you up there trying to sing and trying to act like you wasn't in pain. Girl, I ain't got time for it, okay? I said, listen, you doing a lot. We didn't ask for this. And I mean, we can't control how these people want to put their art out to us. That's how they want to express themselves. So do it, but do it in the privacy of your home, because baby, we ain't asked for all that. I ain't asked for all that. Okay, because Lee said it was too much. Because I was sitting there confused. I said, now what does this have to do with the song? And what is, can somebody print out the lyrics? You got the lyrics? Okay, let me see it. What does this have to do with the song? It reminds me of SZA. Love me some SZA. 9 out of 10, 98% of the SZA videos don't have nothing to do with the songs that she is. Like, what is going on? I remember back in the day when music videos and stuff used to be a story, okay? And it made sense. Even when it didn't go with the song, it made sense. Girl, these days, y'all just be pulling stuff out y'all hats that already been done, and it don't make no sense. We be sitting there like, what is this? These days, sisters just want to show that ass off. And I mean, I'm fine with it, but I would like a little bit of variety, you know, okay? But Miguel, he about to say pain is relative. Y'all remember that episode of Moesha when she went and got that tattoo and Frank called her a hoe? Basically slut shamed her because you out here looking like a slut. I was like, God damn, Frank, she just got a tattoo in her stomach. Wow. Wow. Pain is relative. That's what the shop said. That's what he was looking at, and he got the idea for that. Maybe Miguel, I just gotta say, closing remarks on you. For all of this and the stuff that you're putting your body through, I just hope the music and the album is a no skip, and it has me playing it multiple times a day, okay? Multiple times a day, please. Y'all would know what album? Victoria Monet Jaguar 2 came out, right? And I love it. My favorite song on there, outside of On My Mama, the video is excellent. She is excellent. I love her. And, you know, that's neither here nor there. But the song that is my favorite is actually How Could I Be or whatever. It samples Diamonds and Pearls. It samples you know, Prince's Diamonds and Pearls. I heard it. I said the melody when it first came on. Da 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 I said, bitch, is this my song? I can get you diamonds and pearls. D to the I to the A to the M. O to the N to the D to the O's of love. Girl, y'all just don't understand. And you got me right in there, okay? That's one of my favorite Prince songs. But shout out to Miss Victoria Monet. That was I like it. I really do. I really do. Moving on, Billy Porter, they wrote a check that his ass can't cash, okay? Baby, Billy Porter called, allegedly, Anna Wintour a bitch. She was like, and this bitch, you know what I'm talking about? This bitch gonna ask me what I need to do, whatever, about this whole situation. I told this bitch, like, girl, it was in that type of context. And they said, allegedly, Miss Anna Wintour did not take too kindly to her being mentioned and called a bitch in any type of context, and said, you are not invited to the Met Gala of this year. Truth be told. And this is all because Billy Porter has been very vocal about the fact that, is it Vogue magazine? Vogue and them or whatever, they was putting Harry Styles on there, showing that he's like gender bending and all this stuff and being non-binary, but he's a straight man. Technically, that's what he, I believe, identifies at. And truth be told, we really don't know, but that's what they're assuming. He's fluid, meaning that, and in that sense, I feel like he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's okay with wearing a dress. He's okay with wearing a polish. He's okay with wearing this and wearing that and having you think whatever it is. Okay? And, you know, Billy Porter has an issue with that because, you know, it feels like it's one of those situations where you want to do something for the community, but yet instead of just getting somebody from the community to actually represent you, get a straight man that's allegedly cosplaying in the community. Well, we don't know whether or not he's really in the community or not. And then not only is he a straight man, he's a straight white man. I said, that's funny. You know, sometimes I be real conflicted when people that date, like your husband is white. Anyway, your ex, soon to be ex-husband. You know, he been bitching about this for a minute, and I understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, it's like, there's different ways to go about things, and you really aren't in a position to, like, you said it yourself that you're not that big of a star power, that you could just sit around and say anything, do anything, or whatever, without the consequences, I guess. And yes, I'm here for people vocalizing how they feel, but I wouldn't give a damn about the Met Gala at this point, given that you literally just said you had to downgrade your home, or you're getting kicked out your home or something. You got to sell your home. You should be worried about finding somewhere else to go. I don't know how true this story is. Of course, this is hearsay probably, but if you read the context, I really don't feel like he was trying to call her like a bitch, like, you know, in a negative sense. Like, you know, bitch, this bitch gonna tell me, you know, like that. It was kind of like that. But, you know, people are sensitive these days, so hey, it is what it is. That's rich people problems that ain't really got no concern to me. Meanwhile, Tristan Thompson, another rich people problem. Listen, Tristan Thompson, his first baby mama to his you know, son, 6-year-old son Prince, she said, listen, I'm finna take you to court because what you're not gonna do is change the child support agreement that we had. I want that $40,000 a month. And I want it to stay. I do not care that your salary got decreased by millions. Okay, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. What I want is my money to still be coming in at $40K. Now let me tell you this. First of all, it ain't her fault that he got multiple kids that he got to take care of. Okay, you know, he got to provide for 2 with Chloe, 1 with her, and then the other girl, the side baby. You know what I'm saying? Which is unfortunate that he did what he did, and now you got to take responsibility, okay? But at the same time, I feel like sometimes you have to bend a little. If he ain't got it, he ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's all that unreasonable for a decrease in the support payment, especially when you're getting $40,000 a month. And y'all was complaining about the fact that Halle Berry got to pay Olivier Martinez, her husband, that just now finalized the divorce, $8,000 a month, and their kid is how much? How old? What? 8, 9 years old, and he gotta pay $40,000 a month for one child. For one child. Wow. Remember they came out there how much Nas was paying Khalees? Oh my God, that was crazy. Okay, like child, let him be able to decrease. And I don't even like Tristan like that, but I just think that he used to make $17.7 million. Now he's only making $9.2 million. That's still a lot, but still, I don't know. I do think that he probably can still swing it, but if they were to decrease it, like what? About what? Probably 5,000. Take 5,000 off. You'll be all right, bitch. What you doing? Girl, we on your side, but shit, that seems a little excessive. Anyway, Basketball Wives star Jennifer Williams is finally engaged to her man. Okay, now his name is Christian Gold. And we don't know exactly what he do. All we know is that on his Instagram bio, he calls himself the 8-figure wealth portfolio manager. I just hope, Jennifer, because just listening and reading that bio and the fact that that's what he say he do, we still don't know what he do. It really sounds like, hey, do you want to join Forex? Hey, I do crypto. Hey, do you got some Bitcoins? It sounds scammy. And we already know the luck and the history that Jennifer Williams has had with men has not been that great. I want to know exactly what happened between her and the dude that she had linked up with on the show these past couple of seasons, okay? Because I really thought that they was cool and they looked like they was on the same speed. I don't know. But she got with this dude, and now they're engaged, and I just hope that she got all her stuff and her ducks in a row and locked up. I hope it's encrypted and everything. Do not do joint accounts. Okay, you probably know a little bit. It's giving me Tommy. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does. I don't know. Maybe if we ask him, he'll say exactly what he does. But I'm not gonna fall for somebody that says a wealth manager, 8-figure wealth manager. But congratulations, Jennifer. Let me tell you something. I will never forget that scene when her ex-husband had threw that water in her face like a bitch. And we ain't seen that knot-headed nigga since. And if we have, I'm pretty sure he with a white woman. I think that's the last. I didn't mean to say that like it was negative, but you could just tell, and I believe he is, right? Moving on. The Weeknd show. Y'all seen that show, The Idol, that came on HBO Max? Made by the director of Euphoria, Sam Levinson. Let me just tell you this. I was not interested in watching it. And after I heard some things about it, I was like, no. Because at first I was like, you know what? Maybe I should go ahead and give it a try since people keep on talking about it. But the more people talked about it, the more they was talking about it with disgust and confusion. So I said, well, nope, this is not for me. And then once they had cut the season short by 1 episode, I said, oh, so I really don't need to watch it. And it's The Weeknd playing himself or what he feel like. I don't know. I just... Can I be honest with you guys? First of all, I'm not surprised that it got canceled. It's not coming back for a second season. I looked at a video. I don't know if y'all watch this girl. Her name is Kenny JD or something like that. She do Bad Movies and the Beat on Saturdays and stuff. You know, she reviews movies and stuff and do her makeup. Really funny. But she did a whole review of the whole series. And as I was sitting there listening to her, I said, oh my God, thank God I didn't watch this mess. It was unbearable, and it just didn't even sound like it makes sense. And I was like, I feel for everybody who watched it, you know what I'm saying? Because people probably was confused just like I was, all right? And I didn't even watch it. I was just listening to a review of it. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I probably said this before, I really don't get how The Weeknd Girl, I got a... my acid reflux been acting up a little bit. So I am drinking... What is this? Alka-Seltzer. Because it's not that much, so I just drink an Alka-Seltzer like that. So just in case, because somebody was like, ooh, what's in that cup? Baby, it's water. Y'all know I ain't have a drink since I came. Y'all, what is this? This is... Bitch, it's about to be September in a couple of days. I haven't had a drink since July. After that Beyonce concert, when I got so messed up that, girl, I said, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Getting old, can't take it right now. But, I never got the hype of how, and the understanding of how The Weeknd got to the point where he's at the point where he's at now. Like, I mean, baby, some of these people think he the second coming of Michael Jackson or whatever. I mean, he is out here breaking records and stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, how? I can't go watch somebody that don't dance through their performance, that just, I mean, and can't really... And I know y'all gonna debate in the comments and be like, Ashley, he can. He can't sing to me. He can do a little hum, but he cannot sing to me. Just like, to me, also, Neo can't sing to me. They do a little, that's it, but they can't sing to me. To me, okay? And I just don't get it. I don't. It's like I'll pop on a Weeknd song from his earlier music when I want to be like, feel the effects of being high without being high. That's what I do. But other than that, I don't get it. I don't get it. Because when I listen to it, I'm like, I mean, the song is all right, but I don't get how y'all be acting like it's... I don't get it. But, you know, teach his own. Teach his own. Moving on. Acting isn't for everyone. We had a couple of things that happened. Y'all heard about the white man that tried to go up in there and shoot up that church, but he couldn't because it was too packed. The black church. Girl, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand. And then the student that went and the white boy that went and shot up the Dollar General wound up killing 3 black people because of racism. It was a hate crime, and then killed himself, or either, I don't know if he killed himself or he got killed by the cops. I don't know. But it was all just because he was racist. And then for the college student, and I think he was a grad student, baby, school just started back. And y'all got grievances already that you trying to take people out at Chapel Hill. Girl, I'm looking at video of people jumping out windows and stuff. I said, what in the world? This is what we have come to? Wow. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I just don't get it. Moving on. Congratulations to Simone Biles. Simone Biles is out here doing it. Listen, Simone Biles said, listen, the last Olympics, I really had to take my break because mental health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? I had to get that in order, okay? I just really wasn't there. So I needed to bow out when I bow out. And you know what? The best thing is knowing when to stop, okay? And not to keep on going to damage yourself. And so she said, y'all can say all the stuff that y'all want to say about me, but I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm doing what I need to do for my body, for my health, for my strength. She left, got her some penis, okay? Got myrrh, and went on ahead and got back into what she do, and she came back stronger than ever, okay? Mama said, I'm finna come back and show you what you've been missing. And she just been getting it. That floor exercise that she did at that recent competition that she won, baby. All right now. When I was looking at it, because sometimes I be looking at the floor exercise and I be like, oh my God, it just feels like y'all doing the same thing. But with her, she was doing it, and I was just looking at it. I had to look at it multiple times because I was like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? Because when I tell you, Mama would do a flip in the air and land on her feet. And when I tell you nothing buckled, it just landed straight. It ain't go like that or nothing like that. Like she got to catch her balance a little bit. It ain't wobble a little bit. It's just, I said, God damn. Each and every time she didn't take a step back, she just stood like that. I said, wow, yeah, that's a perfect performance. You ain't flinching nothing. Child, all right. Do what you gotta do and show them why you the GOAT, girl. You better do that. Y'all looking at the MTV Music Awards, September the 12th. Girl, I don't care. I really don't care. If y'all don't know this, I don't even think I reviewed. Do I review them? No, I don't, because there'd be so many people that I don't even know no more. I don't even think I reviewed the last one. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even think I reviewed the last one. Like, it's just not fun anymore. Looking at certain award shows, it's not fun anymore. Because I don't know the people. And then when I get the people, I be like, I don't want to do a review. And I be like, who is this? Who is this? Girl, what? This what y'all like? I don't know this person. But I'll tune in just to see Shakira do the Video Vanguard. You know, she has the Video Vanguard Award recipient this year. You know, Shakira, okay? You know, all of that, you know. I'm again, whenever, wherever. You know, I'll come up there and I see her do that and all that, but everything else I really don't care about. Who else gonna be there? I gotta go watch some Shakira videos, because I'm like, girl, what other videos you... I just say, bitch, what other videos you got? Girl, you know, they used to play Shakira back in the day. They don't play her like that. Or, you know what, let me stop saying it, because it's just that I don't listen to radio like that. And I just don't look, you know, you gotta search for things these times. And if you ain't following a certain person or a group of people that follow that person, you ain't gonna really know or keep up, especially if you're not really, you know, in tune with things. And certain sad stuff I'm not really in tune with. Girl, Shakira, and all of a sudden Selena came into my mind, and then all of a sudden Yolanda Salvador came into my mind. And I just want to know, when that bitch getting out? Like, girl, why do you want to get out of jail? I just really want to understand that, because we are in 2023 and people are still just as mad as you as if this happened in 2023 instead of 1990. What? Girl, what? Stay there. Stay there, because I don't think it's safe. I really don't think it's safe. It's going to be just like, remember when what's her name? Griselda Blanca, the guy mama of cocaine. Listen, as soon as she got out of jail and they deported her ass back there to Colombia, mama got dead. The same way she invented them whole people coming doing drive-bys on the motorcycles, they got her ass. And she was 60-something years old. Mama, you was better off staying up in jail, okay? That was just what it is, you know. Hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you're going to do. Moving on from that, Eva Marcel and her husband, they are finally divorced. This is one of the most amicable of divorces that I've been seeing. It wasn't messy or nothing. They said that they settled the divorce with her and Michael Sterling. They signed their agreement August the 3rd. Both parties, they waived their rights to alimony and spousal support. They agreed to... What? The parties agreed that each ample income and assets to support the children in their respective home. Basically, they get to keep their money. You get to keep your you keep your money. I keep my money. We gonna make sure that the kids are good. And you know, we ain't gotta. Do they gotta pay child support? They ain't gotta pay child support either. You know what? That's cute. That's cute. You know, and I'm gonna say this. I'm praying for Eva, because I don't know what's going on. And I've seen some people make some ignorant statements about her and her recent appearance. And again, it's just like, did we not learn anything from Chadwick Boseman? And that is all I'm going to say. Moving on from that, LeBron James' son, Bronny. So they found out the reason why he had that little cardiac event when he was at school playing basketball, while everybody up here trying to do these conspiracy theory ass stuff. Come to find out it was a congenital birth defect in his heart that he had since birth. Yeah, he's all right. He's going to be able to play again since they fixed that. Just like Sharif, Shaq's son. Same thing. He had a birth defect that happened at birth. Meaning he was born with it. And he just realized it. That's what be happening to these... Because some of y'all just... Y'all just want to be on conspiracy control, conspiracy this, especially since the panty came through. Oh my God, this, and oh my God, that, is that, or that. Girl, shut it up. Shut it up and just wait, okay? Shut up, just shut up, shut up, shut up, just shut up. Baby, I just took it back. Let me tell you something. Black Eyed Peas used to be the, back in the day, okay? Black Eyed Peas used to be that back in the day. will.i.am kind of corny now. I don't know if y'all heard that song that he brought out with Britney Spears, but nobody played it. Because ain't nobody talking about it. I listened to it once and I said, what the fuck is this? But anyway, speaking of Britney Spears, Doja Cat put up a video. Doja Cat put up a video of her and she was dancing to she was dancing to a black song that we used to hip roll to all the time, right? I was a little confusion because, you know, sometimes she veers a little white, but especially these days. But, all right, I was like, okay, what's going on? And it was just the way that she was looking up in the video. She was looking a little weird. She was looking a little off. And, mind you, this was on even the Shade Room or the Neighborhood Talk. I said, now, what the as soon as I opened up the comments, the first comment I see, somebody said, her and Britney Spears sisters at this point. And the fact that I got what that statement was saying right away really said a lot about me. Because y'all know how Britney Spears be getting up there dancing on that. Britney Spears got on that pole to announce the fact that she was getting a divorce. She said, baby, I'm going to dance through the pain, okay? And did y'all see the video when she posted herself naked underneath them covers in that bed and captured it Kanye West or something? And she had Kanye playing like one of his, what is it? I said, what? Leave that man alone, leave that man alone, leave that man alone. First of all, y'all the same in a sense. Okay, y'all both need some help. But, girl, we don't need that to happen. Leave that man alone. He over there in Italy with his wife. Let's just go there for a second. Because I know y'all saw the pictures. And at first, I was a little confused when I saw the first one. And then when I seen the second one, because he was sitting on that boat, right? There's been it's been a few pictures out there. What is with him walking with no shoes on throughout the... I don't get it. I don't get it. I know he got calluses galore underneath his feet. All right, we don't have to do this. You made Yeezys. You ain't got none of that. You just trying to be different so bad. You just trying to be different so bad. I hope you don't get hookworms in your foot, okay? I just don't want that to happen, you know? I have to get your foot chopped off and all of that because you want to be different so bad. Did you on that boat and he minding his business? See, I don't mind about this one because you minding your business and you on the boat. That's your boat. That's your private time. And so he just looking and then his wife is just sitting there like this. And I said, you know, she ain't sitting on his lap, but she's sitting between them. What you doing? I didn't think nothing of it until I saw the next picture. And I said, what is this? Is that his ass cheek? Because it was like he had a suit jacket on and the tail of the suit jacket was kind of flapped open like this so you can kind of see this. You know, because it's spread out when you sit down. And I said, is that his ass cheek? Because I was trying to figure out what it was. I said, it can't be a thigh. It's too low to be his back. That's his ass cheek. What is going on? And then I see her arms like this. And I said, now, if that's his ass cheek, and I can't see her face, but I can see her arm like she's bracing herself. So that means that she's down on the floor, which means she has to be like properly positioning herself, either sitting on a chair or on her knees. Oh my God, is he getting sloppy toppy? Yeah, he was getting a little head. And I said, oh wow, you know, doing what humans do. And I was like, when I see him with her, he gives me like, he don't let that girl do nothing. He gives me like he mind controls. I don't know. And I feel like he tried to do that with Kim. But see, Kim was too big. like it happened a little bit, but not as much as is going on with this girl, this current wife or whatever. But the sloppy toppy, I ain't got no problem with it. And then somebody gonna put out there, talk about some sources saying that Kim was embarrassed and don't know how she's gonna tell her kids about what's going on in these pictures. Baby, I don't feel like Kim said that. Who are the sources? Them kids are not embarrassed. When you got a whole sex tape, I really don't feel like that's the case. I said, now y'all need to stop with these sources and quit these lies. Okay? Stop it. And you wanna know who else I need to stop? I know I was about to say something else prior to getting onto Doja Cat and them, but I didn't forget the thought. If it comes back to me, I'll get there. This whole situation with Kroy and Kim, we don't want it. We're tired. We're exhausted. And some of us really wasn't even that interested because we were not surprised. But I'm gonna tell you this. You done refile for divorce, Kroy? Let this be the last time and finalize that thing. Now, you up here trying to get spousal support and all that stuff from this lady. That lady is online selling her bags, okay? She's trying to sell her wigs. Baby, you ain't got no money coming to you. She got to pay taxes. She got to pay credit card bills. Y'all got debt, okay? Y'all got debt. And at this point, maybe it is a little cheaper to keep her. Y'all just need to sleep in separate rooms. Or just get out the house. I don't know what it is, but y'all need to separate. Leave it alone. That man, Kim called the cops on him. Kim called the cops on him because she said that man kicked her out, locked her out the house, and threw a fucking pillow out there for her. Threw a pillow. You would knock me out my house and put a pillow out there to sleep like I'm a dog, bitch. Did you at least throw her a blanket? I said, oh my God, what is going on? Girl, I don't even want to know. I said, ain't nobody been arrested. I would arrest them for abusing their system, okay? Because it's just, oh, it's just doing too much. And Tasha K talking about so she want to give She want to give Cardi B $220,000, settle for that in lieu of the $4 million that she owe her because she didn't file for bankruptcy. Girl, Cardi said hell no. And I would have said the same thing, bitch. She probably would have had a little bit more, you know, leniency and probably would have felt a little bit more, maybe I'll let you slide this time. But no, you kept on doing what you did the last time, and now you want to come through and say, I just give you 220 and call it a day. No, girl. You could have made that $1 million. But no, girl, we not finna do that. Okay, girl, $4,220,000. What? You ain't even making $500,000. Child, anyway, Nicki Minaj found that lady that the person that was swatting her. Girl, it was this show. I don't know if I mentioned it to y'all before. It's a show on Netflix. Let me see, can I find it? And I'm bringing this up because of the situation of this swatting thing. And I was watching. I gotta watch the rest of it. Web. Deaf web of influence or some. Either way, it's different situations where people either been stalked on the web or, you know, web of influence. Deaf line. Yeah, that's what it's called. Web of make-believe, death lies in the internet. Baby, the first episode was talking about how this guy got this family swatted, and because he gave the wrong address. And this innocent family wound up getting their life torn upside down because the person that came to the door was somebody that was innocent. He wound up getting shot by the cops. Okay? That stuff is dangerous. Y'all gotta stop that. Why do y'all do that? That is so ridiculous. And then put her whole government out there and said, it's a warrant out for you, girl. It's a warrant out for you. Amara La Negra says that Let me tell you something. Love and Hip Hop Miami is giving us some stuff a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie, because all of the stuff that's happening on screen, who cares? But the stuff that's happening off screen, you know, they're giving it to us. Amara La Negra, I don't know if y'all heard, she basically came out and tried to say that she has not been with anybody sexually since the father of her kids. Her and Safari are not in a relationship like that. She hasn't had an authentic storyline since her very first season, which we already know. And that she's doing a job and she's giving the public what they want. That's just what it is, okay? So, and to sum that up, she's basically saying this whole thing with Safari and her is fake and it's just for a storyline and she's a fake person and we should not look at her stuff and think that anything that she's saying on the show is real. Okay, fine, you know. I wouldn't have put that out there because now everybody's going to be like, oh my God, you're fake as hell. Shay Bucky, she coming out and she saying, no, that girl lying. Her and Safari had something going on and she just embarrassed about the situation because it didn't work out the way that she wanted it to work out. I say, I believe you, Shay. I believe you. I believe you. Because I ain't finna fake. At this point, everything is fake. Somebody had asked me the question, what do you think, what do you think it'll take to make a reality TV great again? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Besides the fact that people are manufacturing storylines in just about every reality TV show, I don't know what's going to make it great. I don't know what's going to make it better. I just don't know. Because at this point, I feel like reality TV will start to fizz out because people are getting a little bit tired of it. And I've noticed that I don't even watch a lot of the shows that I used to watch. Like, I can't tell you when I watch the last 90 Day Fiancé show, I can't even tell you because I haven't watched at least a good 2-3 seasons of it. And that's either 90 Day, the new ones, or the other way, or whatever. It's a new one on where they had therapy and all that stuff. The Resort, I haven't even started to watch that. I will say this. My other shows coming back, though. The ones that I actually like, that I did not expect to like. I don't know if y'all been watching TLC. It's a show on there called Welcome to Plathville. Baby. When I tell you I was not expecting to get sucked into that mess, because it's like when it comes to people that, like, y'all so religious filled, and you don't let your kids look at TV, you don't let them listen to music, they gotta do this, do that, and then you wonder why when they get of age, they break out and they get into the world and do whatever and go bucky wild. And then for the parents to just be, girl, I ain't gonna spoil it because I want y'all to watch it. But the new season, for those that's been watching, it comes back on, I think, next week or the week after. Plus September, everything coming back. Also, I watching Sister Wives. Girl, they picked up right where they left off. We already know Janelle is gone. Okay, Christine then left Cody. Janelle then left Cody. Mary then left Cody. But we watching it in the time that it happened. What happened in between that, you know, that led up to that. I just can't wait till we get to the episode that's coming on this Sunday, or when Janelle said, you shut the fuck up, okay? You don't fucking talk to me like that. You shut the fuck up, Cody. I said, oh my God. Y'all out here cussing. I said, cuss that motherfucker out. Because he still don't get it. He don't want to take accountability. He's still blaming everybody. He is dead ass in his feelings and mad at his wife Janelle at the time because she is not mad that Christine booked it. And he really feel like Christine ain't going to find another situation better than him. Mind you, at this current moment, Christine is engaged to a whole nother man. Mama been happy as hell. I know he over there sick as shit. And let me tell you something, Miss Robin, I'm going to need you to stop acting like you don't understand. She literally said, I don't understand what happened between Cody and Christine because, and when I look at them, I never saw that their problems were even that deep or, you know, it was anything that had caused them to want to break up. I said, bitch, you don't be up in a relationship, so how do you can't. I said, girl, what? She made me so mad, her and her eyebrows. I be wanting to tweeze them eyebrows out, or I want to take a damp towel a little bit, and I just want to go like this so that I can take that eyebrow pencil, because why is it so thick right here? Why is the nodule so thick right here? I don't think it's supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to worry about. That's what you need to worry about. Don't try to interpret. She taking it all on her like it's such a big, you know, issue with her and why they leaving. And oh my God, I never thought that their issues was that bad. Like, I would never break up, bitch. It ain't you. You weak. That's just what it is. Girl, don't let me get started. Don't let me get started, okay? But, yeah, y'all, I got to find a movie to watch for a movie corner. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got an extra with the pass. Okay. That was cute or whatever. I really finna find a movie that I've never watched before that is popular or that some of y'all have already suggested. And then I'm going to see if I can do that. But with that being said, oh, excuse me. Now it made me gassy. Y'all, I'm talking about belching. Before somebody say, oh my God, you up here doing... No, shut up, okay? Just hush. Shut up, just shut up, shut up, shut it up. That's what I was about to say. The Black Eyed Peas was good back in the day. Girl, they gave us Fergie. I'm talking about solo Fergie, because y'all know Fergie used to be in a group before Black Eyed Peas. Black Eyed Peas ain't the same like they is now. Fergie ain't the same like she used to be. But, you know, it's cool. We had some good music back in the day. We do this all the time. We go down memory lane. Back to memory lane. Y'all, I gotta get my voice together. So I'm gonna get off of here because I got a show to put on in a couple of weeks. So 3 weeks. So I gotta get my stuff together. So I'm gonna rehearse and I will see you guys later. All right. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe with it. Hydrate. Okay. Don't commiserate, you know. Fornicate, but use protection. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.